I trust you're prepared, Mind Slayer.
You've heard of the Thunderlord. It is a weapon of the Great Disaster. Our first terrible attempt to fight the Hive on the moon. Good. Goodbye.
The dreadnought still floats above Saturn.
Don't have time for this. Not a moment too soon. That'll work. Until next time.
The Guardian who stared Oryx in the face there as well. Come back if you learn anything of interest.
Lord Saladin, you said the Fallen knew about Siva, but I can't find a reference to Siva in the Vanguard database.
That's because I went to great lengths to lock it away. The records are in the Iron Temple.
Okay, but if the Fallen already know about Siva, then shouldn't we?
What you need to do now is track Sepix. If we find him, we will know the extent of the corruption.
Okay, I don't know which scares me more, the giant catch, or whatever took a bite out of the wall.
Guardian, it's Shiro. You're gonna need some cover. Make for the Cosmodrome.
We need to get through that wall.
With most of the Kells gone, getting a force this large to work together is almost impossible. Saladin, you mentioned a sensor grid. Can we use that to tell how far this occupation extends?
The Fallen are irrelevant, Shiro. The only thing that matters now is finding Sepix.
Lots of Fallen, but still no sign of Sepix. What is that pattern over there? Can we take a closer look? I'm picking up some strange readings. It's like what was on Sepix, but if I didn't know any better, I'd say this stuff is consuming everything around it.
That is Siva. With the proper direction, it could create anything a civilization would need. At least in theory.
Hive?
The Hive tend to keep to the dark. Something is driving them into the open.
Just lost all readings from the sensor grid. There's a monitoring station near your location. Hook into it and try to get the grid back online.
No problem. There's not enough left of the sensor grid to fix. Wait. We can pull the logs from the monitoring station. Would that be enough to figure out what these Fallen are up to?
Do it.
Something weird incoming. These Fallen are different. They're augmented with some sort of technology, like Sepix.
Augmented or not, we need that sensor data.
I don't think I like the new and improved Fallen. Got everything I could out of the sensor logs.
Nice job, Guardian. But we still have to deal with Sepix.
We no longer need the servitor, Shiro. I've seen enough to know the Fallen have restarted production of Siva. Guardian, we've established a base at the Iron Temple. Join us here. Guardian, my fellow Iron Lords died fighting to keep Siva contained. Since that day, I have kept watch for its return, for the day we'd be required once again. Long ago, the flames on this mountaintop stood as a symbol to humankind that the Iron Lords would protect them. If the need has arisen again, I think you should be the one to relight those fires. Your light is a dragon. Feed it.
What's your story, Titan? I hope you can appreciate what you have. Our history rests with you.
Down there. It's not something to... Guardian, we've got a serious Fallen problem. You need anything? I'm here. Saladin seems solid.
Checking now.
Questions are best left to her.
We haven't met yet. I'm Tyra Karn. I was once the Archivist in service of the Iron Lords. Saladin called me back because he believes my knowledge.
Those logs you pulled showed a major Fallen occupation out in what Saladin's calling the Plague Lands. I've had the tower scramble reinforcements, but we're going to...
The Iron Lords believed we could contain Siva by destroying the chamber where it was produced. These Fallen must have restarted the process. We need to get back into the chamber and cut off the flow of Siva at the source.
I think we need to focus on what we know. The Fallen have occupied a military bunker in the Plague Lands. We won't get any reinforcements in that area until the Fallen's artillery is taken out.
The Fallen are a symptom. Siva is the disease.
All right. Vanguard reinforcements are standing by, but until those guns are down, they can't leave the hangar. I need you to shut them down.
Understood.
Guardian, there's a dead Vandal near you. Can you give me a scan?
He's fallen, basically, but armor is enhanced. Weapons have been modified. Cybernetic enhancements.
Most Fallen houses have a sect dedicated to this sort of thing. They're called splicers. They're like body hackers, bioengineers.
It is worse than I feared. The splicers are not only using SIVA to transform this place, they are using its technology to transform themselves.
Fallen have done some remodeling.
They're taking the metal for something big. Hope they're not using it to toughen up those gun emplacements. I've never seen the Fallen do anything on this scale before. I'm calling for more reinforcements.
You said yourself reinforcements will be useless until the guns are down. Besides, they will not be prepared for what they'll find.
I thought SIVA was technology, but this... it's like something alive, growing, out of control.
These devil splicers are using SIVA, but they cannot control it. They are like children with a new toy.
I don't know of any toys that eat Russian industrial complexes.
Those guns were destroyed during the collapse. How did the Fallen...
It's not the Fallen.
Maybe it's not, but the Fallen are the ones pulling the triggers out here. The Vanguard wants them taken down, we take them down.
Okay, just to be clear, I don't like creepy tech that spreads like a virus. It gives people the wrong idea about artificial life forms. Detecting a high concentration of SIVA shielding the gun emplacements.
Even SIVA-enhanced shields would require an energy source. But be careful. There's something familiar about all this.
Right. Destroy the familiar generators, and then take down Shiro's zombie guns. Shield power levels are dropping. That's it. Shield is collapsing. You should be clear.
Guns are upstairs. Take them out. If I didn't know better, I'd say the splicers were creating a beachhead. Something of this scale could be used against the city.
So, those destroyed guns? SIVA undestroyed them.
Undestroyed?
Look for a central SIVA node inside those emplacements. Destroy that, and it will break the Fallen's hold on the gun.
ready. Fallen are sending in reinforcements.
Keep it going. Air support is standing by, but they can't do much while those guns are still up. Great job. Hawks are inbound. Just hold the area until they get there.
Shiro, I'm pretty sure that air support isn't going to get here in time.
Saladin. It's directing the corruption to resurrect the guns.
It's working.
Centuries passed and I have learned nothing. Shiro, can your forces secure that area?
We'll do our best.
Try. I need the Guardian to return to the temple. If we are to avoid the mistakes which led us here, he and I must speak about the fall of the Iron Lords.
I knew Siva would not deter one such as you.
There's really only one place the Fallen could have gained control of Siva. The labs at Clovis Bray. That's where the technology was developed, and honestly, I don't know that they're smart enough to have looked anywhere else. In searching for more information on Siva, I discovered some recent unexplained phenomena originating near Clovis Bray.
That's deep in Cabal territory. I find it unlikely the Fallen would have had time to experiment in those labs undisturbed.
True, but there are records of Siva prototypes that were never recovered. They could be the missing link.
Lord Teemer spoke of Siva prototypes too. Very well, old friend. Let's follow this path.
You should be in the vicinity any time now.
Okay, what do we have here? Ha! Who knew finding dangerous Golden Age archives would be so easy? There's an intact data store just below us.
Unfortunately, my intel says you're going to need to make your way underground.
Falling great distances is actually our specialty. Elevator shaft, anyone? The doors to the elevator shaft should be here somewhere. Nothing says we're in the right place, like dead Fallen. There, that's the Bray Research Archive. Now to rummage through its files. Interesting. There were multiple prototypes, each programmed to serve a different function. One that built constructs, viral armor enhancements, that's neat. And we have a winner, cybernetic diagnostics. Exactly what the Fallen would need to... Oh, maybe later. We've got company.
The young wolf strikes again. Tyra, the prototype archives, will they be enough to identify a weakness in the Fallen's hold on Siva?
Checking for available documents now.
Ready to assist. All done, all done, all done.
I keep thinking about the Iron Lord's final descent into the Siva replication complex. We were so young, so confident in our victory.
When the splicers started fusing Siva into their systems, they created a massive network to control the nanotech. So, just like they took down our sensor grid, we're going to take down theirs. That should neutralize Siva long enough for you to enter the replication complex.
This is where my fellow Iron Lords sacrificed their lives. You must stop the flow of Siva now and forever, no matter the cost.
lot of splicers between you and that replication chamber, Guardian. Stay alert. The splicers have built a fortress to protect the entrance to the complex. Short-sightedly, they decided to use the reactor in an old oil tanker as a power source. That's going to be our ticket.
Picking up a strong energy signature nearby.
That'll be the reactor. Swapping the fusion cell should knock out the network for a few minutes. Defenses, replication, everything.
Okay, pull the fusion cell and switch it with its counterpart. Okay, tinkering with an unstable Golden Age reactor infested with SIVA. Child's play. Wow, that was fast.
Maybe, but it won't last.
Move, Guardian. The SIVA replication complex awaits. The Iron Lord's original plan was to destroy the replicator in the SIVA chamber. Yolda's explosion apparently only damaged it, so when you reach the chamber, you will need to finish what she began.
That won't stop the Fallen from using the SIVA they already have.
There's more than one battle in a war.
That?
Saladin said the Fallen couldn't control SIVA. I'm guessing that disrupting their hold on it is having some adverse effects.
I wouldn't celebrate too quickly. Only a few of us reached the replication complex. The worst of Rasputin's defenses had already blanketed this entire area. Frames. Constructs. Some things I haven't seen before or since. They felt no pain. No fear. Last time his presence was almost physical. I think he was trying to communicate, but we did not understand.
All we've seen so far is Fallen. How can you be so certain Rasputin won't get involved once we're inside?
The Vanguard still believe Rasputin to be simply a war mind. He hasn't been that for a very long time.
So when we stop the production of SIVA, because it'll be that easy, what about who's controlling it?
I have some leads on that. Fallen chatter about some crazy splicer priest who wants to play God. I'm kind of with Saladin now, though. Zealots can take a back seat until the heavy lifting is done.
Why aren't there ever stairs?
You are close to Siva's dark heart, young wolf. Be on your guard. I did what I could to protect their resting place, but I knew what would happen if someone found it. We were touched by the light. I didn't even know someone with the Traveler's Gift could die. Until they did. Find the replicator and deactivate it. Only that will stop the flow of SIVA once and for all.
Those things on the ceiling. I'm detecting DNA. They're human.
Human? That's not possible.
Entering self-destruct. What's happening?
No. It can't be.
He's using the Iron Lord's armor. need to go. We need to go very fast.
Well done, my young wolf. Siva is gone, and the Iron Lords are at peace. Return to the Iron Temple. You have earned your reward.
Well, hello, Lord Guardian. I'd congratulate you for stopping the production of Siva, but we've still got some cleanup to do. I've been tracking down some more intel on the Fallen who is pulling Siva's strings. A zealot named Axis. You might have slowed him down for now, but when you're ready, we need to start thinking about how to stop him for good.
Channel Beta 3 restored.
There is... I once thought the story of the Iron Lords was finished, but it seems you have added a new chapter. The Iron Lords are reborn. Quite unexpected. There is something about you, Guardian. You have a habit of being at the center of history. I will have to keep my eye on you. The Vanguard wants to maintain a constant presence in the Plaguelands. Get down there and show the Splicers we mean business. Your journey is only beginning, Guardian. Accept this challenge, and I will see that you have the power to face what is yet to come.
Dark Age, I lacked the audacity to dream of this.
Maybe. The Splicer threat is escalating, quickly. You up for another fight, Guardian? Apparently, the disgraced machine priest, Axis, has proclaimed himself the Devil's newest archon. He believes Siva is the path towards godhood. And he might be right. Find the Splicer's den, Guardian. Kill Axis. I'm going to need you to keep an eye on the Plaguelands.
We can arm you. So, you know what you have to do? I'll see that the reef thanks you. Thank you, Guardian.
Come here. I'm going to have your scent. Tell me what you find. Dreadnought not quiet. Oryx dead, but taken remain. Tell me what you find. When you come back, I'd like to see you.
I haven't stationed on the reef for the duration of the current process.
The city's feeding all active requests through Shiro. So
Guardian, you've got increased enemy movements near your location. Disrupt them any way you can.
updating Shiro. Targets eliminated.
There's a new SIVA reading pinging from a ritual site not far from this location. Track it down and stop the ritual. Splicers don't appreciate having their rituals broken up. You've got incoming. Sending you some firepower.
Splicer ritual disrupted, a fallen onslaught survived. Just another day at the office.
Picking up increased SIVA readings near you. Hit the active Splicer ritual site and take out their machine priests. Whatever you did riled up the Splicers. Multiple fallen signatures closing in. Stand your ground, Guardian.
how to send the splicers into a blind range. Step 1, disrupt their rituals. Step 2, see Step 1.
I've got requests for all kind of contraband, Guardian. Think you can get what I need?
Well done.